Do you even understand what ChatGPT can do? Do you know what it's done to your classroom and to your students? Well, I'm about to show you, and I'm going to save my thoughts on this technology and the implications it has for our practice and for learning in general. I'm going to save all of that for another post, but today, I just want to blow your mind a little bit and show you what ChatGPT can do. So let's get into it. I'm going to open it up, and as you log in, after you log in, you're going to get to a screen that looks like this. And I want to show you right off the top, let's say you're a teacher, let's say you're out of energy, and you need a little bit of help designing a lesson plan. So let's just say that you're doing some 8th grade civics. What if I ask it to design a lesson plan for my 8th graders about the different kinds of government? Let's see what it can do. Begin the lesson. Yep, a little bit of activating. Democracy, monarchy, oligarchy, autocracy. Okay. I've done this prompt before and it said dictatorship instead of autocracy, which is really interesting. So we've got different, unique products. Okay, they lead a class discussion in number 5. So let's say change this to include a presentation at the end. Okay, so now it's revising the lesson plan. I'm interested in the presentation at the end, so a little bit more of a product instead of a class discussion. Explain their reasoning in a presentation to the class, okay? Now check this out. Make criteria for the presentation to the class. Organization, use of multimedia, knowledge of the subject. Notice it's not cookie cutter. It says in number 3, it says demonstrate a thorough understanding of the form of government being. So this is a customized response. Engagement, delivery, time management. Amazing. All right, now let's see what ChatGPT can do in the context of an English classroom. Describe the evolution in the protagonist of the hate you give over the course of the story. Something tells me that the actual title might have spelled you as the letter U. I might be wrong there, but let's see how it does. It recognizes the story, names the protagonist. Now, this kind of output is similar to what you might find on Google, right? Somebody's already written this kind of an article. So this in itself is not overly impressive. Let's throw ChatGPT for a bit of a loop. Contrast Star's evolution with Ponyboy's evolution in The Outsiders. That's gotta be tough. Look at that. That is amazing. Just like that, it reached into a lot of knowledge about the protagonist in one novel written in the last 10 years and compared it with the protagonist from another classic teen lit work from about 50 or 60 years ago. Okay. Now let's go into science. It would be very easy for me to say, describe the water cycle or the hydrologic cycle. That's something that is Googleable. So as a good teacher, I'm going to customize that question and ask it how it affects Vancouver. So here's my question. How does the water cycle affect the city of Vancouver, BC? That's where I teach. So this would be normally a good question for a science teacher to give students, and still could, by the way, in the form of an in-person summative assessment, like a handwritten quiz or test. But just amazing. I mean, this is information that is particular to the city of Vancouver. Say more about how it affects the salmon run. Excuse my bad typing here. Look at that. It is giving me an answer, not just about the water cycle and the salmon run, but particularly how it affects the salmon run in the Vancouver area. How about in math? Can it do math calculations? I'm giving it something pretty simple here. A right angle triangle has side lengths of 3 meters and 4 meters. Find the length, the hypotenuse. Now this is basically Googleable. It's giving me all of the facts about the hypotenuse, the process, solution, answer. Look at that. What about side lengths? I'm not even going to reword the question, and I'm going to make up these side lengths, okay? 15 meters and, 20 meters. Let's try that. See, still knows I'm talking about the Pythagorean Theorem, looking for the hypotenuse. Let's see what it comes up with. A couple times I've almost called it she. I don't know why. Maybe that's the movies. Hopefully it's not something darker, but The length is 25 meters. Okay, so no problems there. How about we're asking our students to campaign for class president or different positions in the class or the middle school? What would that look like? Write my campaign speech for middle school president. See what it comes up with. All right, it actually puts names, so it's suggesting you insert your own name there, sort of custom fitting that for you. Quality of our education is one of the issues. Improving the overall experience of being a student at the school. Okay, let's say there's a specific issue that is really driving the students crazy. Let's customize this and address the broken water fountains. Now, some of these inputs might be a little too complex. Like, I'm wording things really well for the chat, and perhaps I should give it tougher prompts, sort of to simulate what this might look like if a middle school student with maybe not the best literacy skills in the world was attempting to use this as well. Look at that paragraph. But I don't want to stop there. There's a bit of a human quality to that. I also want to make sure that our water fountains are more environmentally friendly. Let's say that we've got some students who are struggling. I don't want to use an AI tool or ever encourage them to go to an AI tool to solve their problems, but let's just see what it will say for a student who is dealing with anxiety. I'm feeling anxious and lonely right now. What'll it tell me? It's completely normal to feel this way sometimes. If you're feeling anxious, here are a few things that you can try to do to help manage your anxiety. Take some deep breaths, practice relaxation techniques, engage in activities that you find soothing, connect with others, seek professional help. Okay, let's address the loneliness. How can I make friends in my middle school? That's my context, so I'm going to be a little biased in that direction. Yes, it can be a challenging experience. Join clubs or activities. Volunteer. Participate in class discussions. Ask questions. This shows your classmates that you are interested in what they have to say. Smart. Invite someone to sit with you at lunch. Be yourself. Now, this is probably pulling from at least one website, maybe a few, but still impressive. Let's shift gears a little bit and say that I want to write a love poem for someone. Now, I'm married to someone named Christine, so let's go for that. Write a love poem for my wife, Christine. Let's see what I can do here. Christine, my love, my light, you bring joy to my life. With your smile so bright, you make everything right. Now, it is, again, making this uniquely in real time. Now, hopefully my students don't watch this video, but make it spicier. Now, I'm intentionally using a difficult word like spicy or spicier because I'm not certain the AI is going to follow what I mean there. You know what I mean, but I'm not sure if the AI knows what I mean. So let's see. Make it spicier. More romantic language. Okay. With just one look, my heart races. In your arms, I feel alive. So good. Now let's try a short story, right? We haven't done that yet. Let's write a story and see how that goes. So I don't want to mention my actual school. So let's make up a school called Valley Middle School. Write a story, a sotri, about an 8th grader at Valley Middle School named Jack who falls in love with a girl named Veronica, borrowing on the Archies a little bit. See what happens. A little bit shy. Yep. There was one thing. You got to it too fast, ChatGPT. There's no mystery there. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Long dark hair. Is it drawing on the Archie comics by any chance? I wonder. Wow. This is tense. Jack's nerves were shot. Hey Jack, I love the dialogue. Hey Jack, she said with a warm smile. I'm glad you asked me to meet you. Now, I have not named these characters after any story that I am aware of. So just to let you know, I'm not giving the AI any kind of a break. I like the story. All right, friends, there you have it. That is a quick tour of ChatGPT and the amazing capacity that this AI tool has. How is it going to change education and what does it mean for you in your classroom? Is it something teachers should be worried about, or is it something we can all embrace and actually leverage to increase learning in the classroom? I'm going to get into all that and more in a future post. But for now, I hope you enjoyed that quick little tour of ChatGPT, and I hope you're ready to give it a try.